Before we begin, thank you very much to Eddie CP for joining my Patreon campaign over at patreon.com/TJOmega. And I'm just double checking to make sure I got that right. Yes, I did. Thank you very much. It means the world to me. Thank you, everyone who helps keep this channel going and keep it alive and keeps the content coming. And speaking of content, so I did my Great East Florida Toy Hunt Extravaganza video, and one of the things that I was really eager to rip into were these. These are various Pokemon blind boxes by Rement, who does these just very beautiful, very artful styles of little desktop miniatures. I own two of these already from the Starrium series, different from the one I got now. I have them up here. And that is a beautiful Espeon and Umbreon pair. I only bought two boxes, and these are the two I got. These are the exact two I wanted. Absolutely gorgeous, and I've never had that kind of luck with blind boxes before. Perfect matched pair. So I wandered into a store that had a bunch of them. I've always wanted to get a few, so why not? You know, as long as I was in the mood to spend, let's spend. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the Starrium, because I'm familiar with that one the most. There's also one there that I think is going to take assembly, so I might have to cut away for that one. So the Starrium, very much, nighttime centric, very stars and space, etc. We have Eevee and Pikachu. We have a Galarian Ponyta, Plusle and Minun on a scale, which I think is a really interesting design. To begin with, Mew, Ampharos, and Flygon in the set. This is technically a Blind Box Blitz, but no one really cared when I titled them Blind Box Blitz, so we're just going to make this a thing TJ's doing. And if I'm going to play, but I will play the same game I did with Blind Box, which is we look at the selection, the ones that are possible, and we go, this is the one I want, and this is the miss. Alright, so anything on this side I think would be great. I'm not crazy about the Ponyta design, but these two would be good. I still like the Galarian Ponyta, though. On this side, Mew would be great. Ampharos and Flygon are just kind of eh. So those would be the ones where I'm kind of meh. But let's crack in. Let's see who we actually got. Shout out to Siren Anime for being very cool people to talk to. Just talking shop, toy shop to toy shop. All right. Here we got. And it's the Galarian Ponyta. And one piece of gum, one chiclet. Okay, so I guess that makes it a candy toy release. Oh, this is going to take assembly too. Look how much there is. Look how many parts there are, and that's as big as the Ponyta is. Okay, so I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to cut ahead to the and join me at the end of the video where we see what all these things look like when they are assembled, because I get the feeling all of them are going to take some form of assembly. But for the Starrium set, we got Ponyta. Like I said, I'm not terribly crazy about the design on this one, but the Ponyta is adorable, so we'll take it. Next up, Pokemon Gemstone Collection. This one, on the other hand, I don't think I have a miss. So obviously Pokemon collecting with a lot of different styles of crystal. And in this case, I think all of the designs are actually really, really cool. So I think of all of them, probably Milotic would be the downside, but look at some of this. Look at Celebi flying around. I love this one. This is the one I want the most. Misdreavus in the Geode. That's such a cool look. And then Absol. I love the design on Absol. Even these, the Pikachu and the Flareon, would be great too. So, cracking in. Slice. Do not cut a jugular. Oh, that'd be... Actually, no. I'm just aiming... Don't cut an artery. Jugular would be up here. That'd be really hard to hit, opening up a box. One chiclet. Yeah. Just tried to do a reveal and almost pull the camera off. Absol! Nice! Oh, that's cool. The Misdreavus I would really want too, but yeah, if we're just and that's on design overall. If we're just going for like straight up Pokemon design, I'm very happy with Absol. Moving on to Pokemon Terrarium Collection, number 8. This is the one I believe that has been going on the longest, and simply put, it's a transparent Pokeball with a little terrarium inside housing a Pokemon. They had a few different series, but this is the one that had the ones that I liked the most. And I will admit, part of it is because of Scizor. Scizor is growing on me. I'm learning to love all things Scyther. And I realize it's the closest I'm going to get to a Scyther in any of these lines, because Scyther never gets new merch. But yeah, again, we got a Flareon. I love with the sunflowers. That's a cool touch. Jirachi down there. The Mudkip and the Lotad, I'm not terribly crazy about. It's got a like a lily pond kind of thing, which is not bad. This one's super adorable. So I just want to, like, this is one of those where I really just, I've always wanted to have one, and this seemed like the best one that was there. So let's see what I'm ending up owning. I think I like the idea. I like getting a variety of these things too, because it means I'm not going to get any repeats. And I can't see through all the plastic. Nope, it's the Mudkip and the Lotad. I cursed myself. All right, so yeah, out of the 6, that's probably the one I wanted the least. I kind of really did want that Scizor in a weird way, just because I do think that like everyone else, like if you look, everyone else is like super serene. You know, Pikachu and Furret are just like sleeping. Clefairy's doing its dance. Scizor is actively trying to punch its way out of the Pokeball, which I feel is appropriate. All right, but we got Lotad and Mudkip. I heard you like Mudkips. All right, the Bonsai collection. This is a super interesting one. Again, I think I like every one of them in this series. Like, we have a traditional little bonsai, but we have other small, little plants. It can be little tree branches. It can be little tiny trees. It can be bamboo, but all similar in style. I actually like all the Pokemon available in here. Like, I really like the pond look here on Poliwag and Goldeen. That would be cool. I've never been crazy about Lucario, but I do like the bamboo. I do like the overall design of that one. Like I said, I like all the Pokemon in this one, and I like the designs on all these. So I don't think there's a miss here. If there's one that I really want, the Ho-Oh would be cool, the Pikachu would be nice, and yeah, the pond. Just because I like the water effect a lot. All right. Mawile. Mawile in this really wooden stemmy rose kind of flower. I don't know flowers. I don't. I know what I like though, and I do like Mawile. So here's another one to assemble, and we will see at the end of the video what my collection looks like. And now for the underwater one. I said I like the water designs. Well, here's an entire series that was based around the water designs. This is one of the ones you can connect together. There are trees and logs that they've done in previous designs. This one is strictly for water type Pokemon. And even still, they found out how to get a Pikachu in here. So this is one that's designed to buy a bunch of and connect them all together into a scene. I really didn't want to spend that much money because I do like the overall design and idea, but this is one where it's like I kind of want to see one in person and own one before I decide maybe I do want like a shelf of these. So let's see what I got to start a potential display of. Ooh, and I forgot to do like the little which one do I want? I would have wanted the Squirtle and Staryu. I would have wanted the Vaporeon. Actually, a lot of them are really nice. I think the Pyukumuku and was probably like on the low end. Even like the Popplio and Pikachu. Yeah, but yeah, admittedly, yeah, one of the ones I wanted was the Vaporeon, and that is the one I got. So this one might be the most complicated to build because it's not like a preset thing. You know, it's like a stage I have to build. All right, so that's the opening. Let's cut ahead to see what they look like when they're assembled. All right, assembly is done. We have our completed Pokemon figurines. Slight logistics problem. Some of them do depend on gravity. So showing them off in this particular camera angle, it's not going to be the friendliest thing in the world, but I'm going to show off the ones that I can. So Mawile came out very, very nice. It is a little unbalanced. Of course, the maw itself is extremely heavy, and the base is not quite wide enough to support it. So you kind of have to wait for the plastic to weigh itself down and tripod it. So it's going to be a little bit weird. But I do like that one. Like, probably not my favorite of the batch, but I do like the look. And, Mawile just hanging out on the flower is just kind of adorable. So that one works off. Absol, of course, looking absolutely epic on its mountain of crystals. The Disaster Pokemon, which is a very misunderstood name. I love the look of this Pokemon, and yeah, like on the black and white crystal, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Love this one. Absolutely love it. All right. Here's where we start getting a little bit weird. So, the underwater scene for the Vaporeon actually depends on hooking Vaporeon's tail out the hole in the water, in the water's surface, so it looks like it's just kind of free floating here. So it's just a little bit hard to actually like properly demonstrate, but you can see that's about how it's supposed to look. I'm trying to get it to go like diagonal, so it kind of goes toward like the open side of the open corner here. Doesn't quite get there, but I do really like the design. I can see where like having a whole row of these would be really, really cool. So I might go after a few more just for the sake of having like an actual scene put together. I like how they can be put together in like multiple directions too. So I could have like like a scene with depth, not just like a straight line. I think that's pretty well thought out. All right, the Ponyta I can show you, but there's a little star piece that doesn't peg in at all. So you can see the ripple in the water that I was not aware of, and it's looking at these like pink bubbles that are bubbling up from underneath, which is actually a pretty cool little design style. She's looking very adorable, and I'm gendering it because like well, of course it is very girlish in color, but it can be a boy too. I don't know. Yeah, this one's nice. This one is nice. It's a cute little design, and I I wasn't crazy about it until I saw that like the ripples in the water and really got the effect of what they were going for with Ponyta staring down into the deep. That brings it up a few notches. So that part I like. All right, so here's the one I have to be careful with. So again, with ripples in the water, you can see there on Lotad as he's in the pond. All of this is balance related, and Mudkip doesn't really hold on very well in general. So you can tell these are meant to just lay on a desk and do not touch. I really wish Mudkip pegged in somehow. There's nowhere on Lotad for him to peg in, so it's a precarious balance. I feel like, yeah, see, like he's just gonna topple over really easily. So slight design flaw there. That alone makes me kind of wish I had gotten someone else for the terrarium. Probably not my best impression that I could have gotten. I kind of just like the clear Pokeball. like if I could take all the parts out, it's just a clear Pokeball. I can put like a Scyther in or something at some point. But yeah, that is my first experience with a lot of these. I'm overall I'm happy. 2 big ones that I wanted. 2 I'm good with, and then this one, that's probably the only dud. That's probably the only real dud out of the batch. I think out of that's a pretty good score on just a batch of blind boxes. I don't know how many of these I'd go after again just based on blind box grabs, because at this point I hate getting duplicates of these because they're like, they're not cheap to get them because, obviously there's a lot of parts involved here. So I don't know how many more of these that I would actually go for, but if the right ones came up that were loose, if someone had some spares out there, yeah, there's definitely some more that I'd be in the market for. These are very, very beautiful pieces. Guys, I am facing the most powerful enemy any YouTuber can face, the algorithm, and I need your help to defeat him. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Every time you do, we attack that algorithm and we drive it back until it can no longer defeat this channel. Thank you very much.